It's hard to believe that anybody would seriously bother with this thing. So I'm just gonna imagine him leaving a typewriter equivalent of a dick pic. How's it going, everybody? My name is Noga. Welcome back to more Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition. Anyway, we're at the farm right now apparently. I think this is the part where we have to tell Ashley to hide inside that bin there, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go. We passed through the wooden gate into what looked like a small ranch. Leon ventured cautiously and surveyed the area. Considering the church group he has demolished, it does seem conspicuously quiet here. There's just shed over there. Seems like a decent place to lay low while Leon cleared a path. Maybe I'll suggest it. Suddenly, and to my confusion, Leon turned towards a lonely open dumpster. My initial thought was that the mission coordinator had stored more of his supply in the garbage. I wasn't sure if that constituted an upgrade from boxes. On the other hand, metal is sturdier. On the other hand, garbage.
Hi!
Wait, what? Is this a joke? But then a part of me knew it wasn't. My body shivered, shedding off generation of hygiene conditioning. I jumped inside without a second thought. Yeah, I always wondered that. I mean, this place is a rural area. I mean, is this really safe? Is it really like hygienic or something? I don't know. We get to see what Ashley think about inside that dumpster. I held my breath as the lid closed above me. As I scooped my body around, I was surprised to realize that the bin was bereft of garbage. What does bereft mean? Either rural Spain has pretty good sanitation management, or the villagers are too busy being crazy to throw their trash away. Or maybe they're eating the garbage. Would address the hunger issue. So it's clean. Regardless, it doesn't change the fact that the only handsome man around had just ordered me to sit in a musty waste bin in rural Europe with a parasite roaming around my guts. I don't want to say unwanted pregnancy metaphor, but yeah, kinda do. I shifted uncomfortably in the dumpster. In the awkward crouch, my legs began to sober up from the adrenaline rush, only to realize that a whole lot of pain had moved in. Angered by the needing hurt, I couldn't help but lash out at everything that seems responsible for my predicament, excluding myself. Stupid Saddle, stupid Klaus, stupid Jenna, stupid government class, stupid geopolitical dynamic. I took a deep breath and sigh. I'm getting too wound up. Oh, I know, I should do some of those meditative exercises that my life coach taught me. Alright, here goes. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Oh, I'm in Zen area now? I'm in a Zen mode. Okay, Ashley, you're on a beautiful beach. The sand is soft, sun warm, nestled between your toes. Your personal bodyguard is lounging nearby, baking his delicious abs to golden sheen. Your personal butler appears in the dashing attire, offering a comforting smile and a refreshing pina colada. Pina colada. Extra rum, of course. What? Your personal dolphin trainer is putting an adorable show with your personal dolphin Flippy. Water spraying all over the trainer's rippling pecs. Everything is so wonderful. You have plenty of money. Nobody has warm head. Oh no. It occurred to me then, amidst my fantasies, that Leon might be in danger or worse. Terrified by this prospect, I thought I could pick out, but I knew it would be just my luck that some stray cultist would walk by at the moment and see me. Instead, I placed my ear close to the wall of the bin, being careful not to get too close. It's too much to hope Saddle lays his parasite injection with some vaccine. I strained my ear, listening intently to the world outside my garbage sanctuary. I couldn't hear much aside from the occasional thunderclap. Before the creepiness stirred up my savior demise could ensnare my thought, the shrill sound of gunshot burst into my eardrum. A somewhat morbid but nonetheless comforting symbol of hope and salvation. Well, for me, anyway. Assured of Leon's survival, I resumed my effortless listening. What the fuck? A series of thunderclap prevented me from hearing anymore. Is Leon okay? Are the cultists gone? Can I get out of this godforsaken dump? Alright. That's what Leon does. What? Was that a whistle? Is it trying to signal that it's safe? I mean, I've only heard that whistle. Not wanting to think hard on the idea, I hastily threw open the bin and breathed deep. Thank God that it's over. By the way, if I smell like rotten meat product, that's just too bad for Leon. Speaking of Leon, I scanned the area. It was difficult to see, but I found him by the flash of a stray lightning bolt, standing on what seems like a bridge connecting to the farmhouse. In that moment, his dirty blonde lock seems like the beacon of lighthouse shining fiercely against the cold black sea. Well, it doesn't seem like he's making any move to jump down and escort me over there, but he's been working pretty hard, so I'll cut him some slack and do some legwork. On my way, I was surprised by the lack of bodies on the ground. Maybe the cult is just literally is on the world dust to dust concept? As I ran, I became keenly aware of how insane all this. People dying, and for what? Is it just all for politics? Whoa. Pain. Whoa, really? I thought it was a wallpaper. And who's Taint again? One power-hungry old man? Or is this bigger than Saddle? Bigger than all of us? What if this goes all the way to the Illuminati? Amidst my struggle to glimpse the mechanician of this mad world, it didn't take long to reach Leon. My head snapped back like a piston when I heard some groans behind me. Are there still villagers out there? Someone refusing the call of dustiness? Maybe I should ask Leon if we're safe. Does my smell offend? Where are the bodies? Before I could open my mouth to speak, Leon spun on his heel. I was a little disappointed, but in hindsight, the creepy sound behind me were a tad more immediate. Leon leaped down from the bridge. I could just see a ladder on the ground already. I'm just going to presume that he kicked it down because he likes catching me so much. No way. He's just doing that because he's trying to say... As I prepared to jump myself, Leon raised his gun and looked directly at me. I could feel my cheeks flushing under his intense gaze. Realizing that he could easily see my lacy panties from this angle, I instinctually pulled up my skirt. I didn't really understand what Leon was doing, but the sudden self-consciousness called forth a common refrain in the lives of women.
Oh, you pervert!
Come on, be honest. How many of you guys that played Resident Evil 4 did that? Cause I don't know. For me, I discovered it accidentally. Well, this is not a great feeling. Pretty mortifying, really. Not sure how I should proceed. Oh god, he's starting to dissolve on me. Ew, jump, jump. If Leon upset about the pervert comment, he's certainly not letting it impact his professionalism. I wish dude on the train were half so gracious. I inspected my clothes to check if I didn't get too much cultist dust. Also, I know I didn't pay attention in chemistry class, but now I'm thinking I really didn't pay attention in chemistry class. There was another giant wooden gate in front of us, once again guarded by bear trap. I see the creativity well has run pretty dry in this part. So are they gonna jump over? Yep. Okay, so we're playing leapfrog now. Not exactly the back touching opportunity I was expecting. Oh wait, he's not thinking... He must not think that we can jump through the gate, so he must want me to climb over it? He could have saved us some trouble just by talking like a normal person. I swear, it's like he believed the strong silent type is an actual personality. I need to think about whether this stupidity is sexy or just stupid. I hurriedly climbed up on his back and let his taxpayer-funded muscle elevator me to the top. If only all of America's revenue could be so all well spent. I reached for the top edge of the gate and hoisted myself over. No one to catch me this time. You can do this, Ashley. 1, 2, 3. I hit the ground pretty hard, no doubt, scuffing my boots and tearing a ligament. Still, it could be worse. I could have worn my high-heel boots and boy, they'll be a real nightmare. Fortunately, there were lanterns around the door, although that left me a bit paranoid about who had lit them and whether they were still prowling about. There was a large plank covering the door, but I could easily push it up and to the other side.
I opened it, Leon.
I whispered, trying to avoid undue attention. Leon opened the door, as cool as serious as ever, and I happily fell behind him as we ran forward. I miss him a lot for only 20 seconds of separation. You're so clingy, Ashley. Or maybe I just miss his safety. I don't know. I have just about much clarity as I do upper body strength. Cabin in the woods. And we're back for another riveting installment of European backpacking gone wrong. What danger awaits us? Bludgeoning? Impalement? A crushing exchange rate? Let's find out. After a few minutes of jogging, we came to a rickety bridge. To my surprise, the merchant was waiting beside it.
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Stranger. Wait, didn't we last see this guy in the underground passage? How exactly did he get ahead of us? The logical answer is that the mission coordinator had Leon and the merchant take different paths in order to reduce suspicion. Granted, not sure how much faith I have in logic these days, but I will explain their communication strategy.
What are you selling?
Yeah. Bizarre as it all was, I appreciated that Daddy was going to such length in order to rescue me without creating a controversy. He doesn't have a lot of political capital right now. Surely that's the reason for all the recon work, right? Please God, let me be right about something good for
Come
once.
back anytime.
Come back anytime. Leon and the merchant finished their bartering and we resumed running down the rest of the bridge. Leon stopped abruptly in the middle of the bridge, turning his attention to the fancy radio buzzing on his hip. Oh no.
I'd rather not hear it.
While Leon took in what I assumed was at best inconvenient news, I looked back down the bridge to see the merchant is still standing there. He seemed so detached, like a statue, or Steven Seagal. Huh. Action man Steven Seagal. Actually, Leon reminds me a lot of Steven Seagal, now that I think about it. I want to say it in his eyebrow, but it's probably just the general air of my first language is bullet. I don't know if that makes him a good man or a dangerous man, but when you've been marked for that, the fact that he's hard to kill is enough to give a girl a fire down below.
Great.
Wait, what the fuck, Ashley? Yo! Rather than share his feeling about the general crappiness of that update, Leon immediately resumed running down the bridge. And this is where we get attacked by those villagers. Blast of lightning illuminated an old cabin at the end of the bridge. My hope that it was safe. My expectation was closer to a cultist slumber party. Yep, we were attacked. Darn it, I said I wanted to be right about something good for once. Good! Maybe we can go back that way, you know, go up to the merchant, buy a rocket launcher? Whoa, it's like everybody in the whole village is here. Hey, wait. What happened to the merchant? Did they solo him with their organized rage? Did he escape before they absorbed his polygon? Realizing that our pair was a tad more immediate, I look at Leon in panic.
What are we gonna do, Leon?
Hate to say it, but we're sandwiched, all right. Quick, in that cabin!
I certainly didn't want to be an Ashley sandwich, so I sprinted as fast as my tired legs could manage. So is this a callback to the Jill sandwich? Because if it's that, then you're pretty genius, creator. You're pretty genius, Dev. Nice wordplay there. Leon reached the door first and smashed it open, being sure to first scan the room with his gun drawn. I mean, I wouldn't call it thorough, but it's the principle I'm attracted to. As the villagers descended upon us, Leon yanked me into the room and slammed the door. I knew we needed to secure the door, but I was at loss. I just left it up to him. Then from behind us, a voice rang out, energetically and clear.
Leon!
How rude, just hurling plank of wood at an unsuspecting people. It's a good thing I honed Leon's reflex. Oh, come on, it's not that. We both swiveled around to see who was behind us. Leon didn't immediately draw his gun, so I figured we were relatively safe as the lone man strutted towards us.
Small world, eh?
It's Luis Serra. Wait, how did I respond to this situation again? My memories are fuzzy. Modern. Reasonable expectoration. Modern? Wait, hot? So the classic one, I assume this was the original how Ashley would respond to Lewis in the game. But the modern one, I think it's a new one. So hold on, I'm gonna just save this one. So I might do the modern one next time, but we're gonna go with the reasonable exasperation. Of course, how could I forget that iconic scene? It went exactly like this. Oh wow, is this guy Leon's twin or something? I literally can tell them apart, and that's hot.
Well,
Gotta say, English is so much sexier when filtering through Spanish. I really have to watch myself with this one. I bet it's super easy to get on this route. Unconcerned by friend or foe alike, Leon moved to bar the door. All the while, the Metro Cowboy and I begin a showdown with only our eyes as weapon. What the hell? Wait, no sparkle? No bubble? What's going on? Is he gay? I wasn't sure why my bubbles were broken, but my concern faded away as his eye openly and salaciously explored my body. He must be searching for just the right compliment to lure me into his Spanish wild. Oh my god, Luis is looking at her boobs.
I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics too.
Yeah, my lips are supple, aren't they? Wait. What? I'm basically America's princess and my boobs are the only thing worth mentioning? I guess we now know why all the cowboys have gone to shit. Bruh. Seriously, I'm so pissed right now. Just cause I'm an incubator of evil doesn't mean my body is every man's plaything. Fight back. Yeah, I'm not your babe, Fernando. You want some ballistic? I'll show you some goddamn ballistics.
How rude! And I don't believe
I'll just
there's
keep
any
busy,
relevance
said
to
Leon.
my figure and my standing.
Not the most reproach, but I try to keep it diplomatic. It's like Daddy always said, never burn a bridge unless it's politically expedient.
Who are you?
I demanded, if there's one thing I debate club is to always hide your disadvantage.
Oh, excuse me, Your
This word takes me
Highness.
back.
Perhaps the young lady might want to introduce herself first before asking someone his name.
Touche, you inglorious bastard. In true debate team spirit, I must begrudgingly concede this point, but not without a sassy retort.
Her name's Ashley Graham, the president's daughter.
Muffin here. Well, that was like not sassy at all. New plan, lead into the archetype spoiled upper crust white woman and turn away angrily. It always works for mom. Beyond the power play, my sharp turn hopefully had a collateral effect of letting you know that I haven't forgiven him in the slightest. You give men like him an inch and they'll take your virginity. Come on. Louis is not like that. Come on.
Is she?
What are we talking about? She, well, you know.
Don't worry. She's cool.
I appreciate that Leon is trying to be encouraging. I much less appreciate feeling like I'm some kind of a circus freak who's on the verge of growing a worm head. And for that record, I am not over the worm head, and I will never be over the worm head anytime soon.
Never mind. There's supposed to be some kind of
Good,
obvious symptom.
good, give me at
before you
last.
turn into one of them anyway.
He's talking about the parasite? Newsflash me amigo, the symptoms is freaking wormhead. Damn, I gotta meet that woman soon. What the fuck? What the fuck, Luis? I'm not sure why El Jerko was so informed about the current situation, but maybe I should ask him a few questions. About this parasite. I thought to ask if there's any other non-wormy side effect, like growing wings or singing like Bonnie Tyler, but then I glimpsed a massive shuffling doughiness in my peripheral.
Look,
Now that I think about it, they had taken a really long time to walk what was seriously like 30 feet. I almost think that they were zombies.
Ashley, upstairs.
Following Leon's command, I made my way towards the stairs. Before I ascended entirely, I took a brief glance back at my gun-toting hottie. Good luck, Leon.
Okay, it's game time.
What the fuck, Luis? His name is Migusta. And you too. Hey, wait a second. He forced me to introduce myself, and then he didn't return the courtesy. Cabin fever. Once upstairs, I found a burrow and huddled inside. Adrenaline was coursing through my body, and with no way to expend it, I became nervous and fidgety. In an effort to distract myself, I pressed my ears close to the burrow door and listened carefully. Huh. Deja vu! At least it's not a garbage bin. Will Leon and Don Juan really be able to deal with all those villagers? I guess we'll find out who's got the better plot armor. With the prospect of ultimate demise on my mind, I couldn't help but feel guilty for what I had said to El Nino. Sure, likening my breast to a violent weapon was questionable, but I can appreciate that he was trying to lighten the mood. A little levity is welcome next to Leon's relentless gravitas. And to be fair, I was checking him too. Maybe I should apologize, assuming we survive. Oh shoot! I blurted out when the pounding began. I knew my ethic instructor would be mortified by my language, but screw her. She was never attacked by zombie cultists. Okay, Ashley, just calm down. Everything's going to be fine. In times of great duress, it is prudent to relax the mind with calm imagery. What? Just like before. Breathe in, breathe out. What are we gonna imagine this time? Is it gonna be Leon in his bikini again? Oh, he is in the forest, okay. You are in a serene forest, untouched by mankind's whisk of honeysuckle tickled your nose. You are accompanied by your bodyguard who is well equipped on the journey. And your company is a handsome lumberjack who excel at chopping wood. Both his axe and his chest glisten with the dew in the forest. In your peripheral, you spot a weird LARPing elf fiddling with his master sword. Is that Zelda? I mean Link. Suddenly, a forest sprite appeared. He leaped quickly between the branches, daring you to catch a glimpse of his tight pants. The sensation of joy permeates your being. Your GPA is higher than Jenna. Nobody has warm hate. Repeat. Nobody has warm head. Uh-oh, sounds like something is crashing downstairs. Did the villagers manage to breach the door or maybe the window? Listening closely, I could barely make out voices. Agaralo something? I forgot. You know, now that I think about it, we're in someone's house. Are we the intruder?
It's like everyone in the whole village is here.
Well, I guess you can introduce them when there's no one left to introduce upon. A stream of gunshots sounded from downstairs and moved progressively closer. Oh god, are they coming upstairs?
Leon, upstairs!
Jesus, I really have to go ask Leon for one of his guns.
Hey, what are you trying to kill me?
I held my breath and covered my ears as one more gunshot was fired outside. Flash grenade? In this tiny space? This can't be good. Did you send those invitations? I told you no more than 50 people. Ah, a confident quip or gallows humor? I guess we'll know shortly. The gunshot persisted for another minute and I half expected to go deaf from all the noise. But then without any warning, everything went quiet. The gunshot ceased and I could hear footsteps descending the stairs. Propelled by curiosity, I peeked outside the burrow. Some bloodstains on the ground, but otherwise it was clear. I'm just so impressed by how the cultists disappear. So eco-conscious. I jumped down of the burrow and made my way downstairs. Hey guys, thanks for saying something. Really appreciate it.
So, what do we do now?
The bridge I crossed to get here's out. So I guess we have no choice but to keep...
The bridge is out? What, did they burn it behind? Also, how does he know that already?
I forgot something. You guys go on ahead.
Yeah, I'll say you forgot something. It's called good manners.
Louis.
So his name is Louis, huh? Too bad. Javier was really going on me. I mean, Ashley really didn't like using his real name. That's why he's giving it different name all the time. I mean, I like it. It's funny. I wonder what Louis' story is. He seems forlorn for the playboy type. I like a man who subverted expectations. We watched Louis walk into the night. I glanced at Leon, who seems rather solemn himself. How does he know Louis anyway? The guy doesn't seem like an agent. So much intrigue and drama, I feel like my brain's going to pop. Although that might just be the ringing from all the gunshot. Nah, that's the parasite taking effect on your brain. Sound of silence. With everyone's gone, an unnerving quiet descended upon the cabin. The whole place felt painfully lonely. And Leo meant to keep it that way. I follow him behind because really, what else was I supposed to do? Still, I couldn't help but look back towards the obviously not go out of bridge and wonder if I ever see Louis again. You're gonna see him alright. Since we had a breather, Leon hustled to the ground and grabbed a convenient store of ammo sitting atop the logs and crates. Kinda like Christmas as imagined by NRA. With spoils in tow, we headed towards the back gate where the villagers had flooded from. Merchant man, you're alive! What? Leon approached the guy like the last 30 minutes hasn't happened. Oh, terrible sorry about that, old chum. I was called away for a bit. You know how it was bloodthirsty mobs. Now those promotion you mentioned.
Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
Is that what the stranger think? No, for real. How did he avoid being gored? Is he in cahoot with the villagers? Is Saddle using him as a spy? Has he simply monopolized the black market with his infectious laugh and cloaking technology? I don't want to believe any of that, so let's tap the old fallback plan. Magic. Oh no. I feel a portmanteau coming on.
Stranger. Now that's a weapon.
I think Leon bought the rocket launcher. that's it. Jinja. You know, like a genie ninja. Just say a genie ninja. It's a perfect foil for an evil wizard like Saddle.
Not enough cash, stranger.
Oh, so he didn't have enough cash for the rocket launcher. In seriousness, I'm a little overwhelmed by all these mans and their mystery. It's starting to be less Loretta Chase, more Agatha Christie. Wait, don't most people die in Agatha Christie's novel?
Come back anytime.
Yeah, they do. Finally, and now to the shed. The shed has a save point there. There was another one of those typewriters. Without hitch, Leon began typing away just like before. It's hard to believe that anybody would seriously bother with this thing. So, I'm just gonna imagine him leaving a typewriter equivalent of a dick pic. Oh my god, Ashley, what the fuck you thinking on this? So I'm gonna save it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys again next time in another episode of RE4 Otome Edition. I'm really enjoying my time playing this game, and shout out to the developer. Thank you for completing the game. I just saw it on the itch page and apparently it was completed. So good job on completing it. And yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.